Yo guys, welcome back to another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. Okay, so we're doing stage 2 of the true Familia Royale. Now, I know a lot of people got so demotivated to play after what happened with the bug and everything, and hopefully it didn't affect you guys too much. So I'm just going to run through stage 2, showing the team that I'm using. I'm perfectly okay showing my team. I really don't believe in all of this. Oh, it's a competitive thing, I'm not going to show what I'm doing. That's fine, like, but there's no guarantee that well, for one thing, I'm not a whale. I am not scoring as high as some of these other players, and two, there's no guarantee that anyone's going to be able to recreate the team that I've got in front of you right now anyway. So before we get into it, I'm going to post the slide of what stage 2 does. Give you a moment to look at my team. I'm not going to explain the team. You guys probably and most likely know what everyone does by now. But we are going to look at what happened in stage 2. Okay, so they use physical and magical light attacks. They unleash, they buff their own resistance to single target and AoE damage, and they increase, they buff their own light damage. The damage reduction is a pain in the ass. I cannot get around it. I've got no way of removing those buffs without it affecting my DPS. So we're just going to go pure DPS and see if we can just counter it. That's what the Elmina is here for. They are also primarily weak to dark and physical, so hence we've gone for a full dark physical team. I know not everyone's going to be able to do that. If you're a newer player, or if you had stashes of Iris and you saved and summoned for these new dark units, then you're probably going to be okay. In fact, you'll probably outscore me regardless. Anyway, right, let's get into it. I did experiment to see if the Wind Fin, his buff removal, I did experiment to see if it applied to the AoE and single target debuff resistance. Unfortunately, it did not. It did not. Now, given all this, there is a good possibility, given RNG, that I could lose a unit in this run. This is the second time recording this because these guys literally picked on my Haruhime and she just instantly died like turn 5. Okay, Alice is here for the crit and pen rate. Very good, very good, very good. Otal changes nothing. Now we're going to use skill 3 on Goblin Slayer, so make sure he gets that 40% strength and dark attack damage buff. Given that Elmina has already applied an AoE debuff, AoE resistance debuff, it's perfectly fine. We're going to go back to skill 2 on Goblin Slayer afterwards anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. Alright, so we're going to Yasuga here to extend buffs. Let's just make sure, check how many turns. Yeah, so we need to Yasuga to make sure those buffs stay in play. I mean debuffs. The buffs themselves are actually okay. So we're going to Yasuga this turn, and next turn we're going to try something a little bit unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? They hurt Haruhime, and last time they did that, this is what I'm talking about. You see what they did? See what they did? Last time, they all hit her. Every single one of them. They all hit her. Okay, debuffs are cool. Buffs are cool. Right, we're not going to Haruhime SA. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save up, and I want a triple SA on, I think, turn 9. It does depend on when I get them. Oh damn, that Arcanate really lowered their damage output, didn't it? Jeez. If they can't hurt me, I can't counter. That's a bit stupid. I'm losing so much damage because I didn't counter. Okay, they're all wearing breastplates. This is the problem. So their guard rate is through the roof right now. And that's really not what we wanted, because a large amount of the damage was going to be coming from counters. I don't know why I put breastplates on them. Beforehand, I literally just didn't run any armor on them. Yeah, this is okay. So stupid of me to put breastplates on. Lesson learned. Now you guys can see what not to do in terms of armor, because if you're like me and you have like between level 80 and 90 breastplates, obviously it's not a great idea to use them. Okay, so we're gonna Sheikah. I'm gonna make sure that all of the buffs and debuffs are okay. Indeed they are. Okay, while I'm doing this, I need to explain. Okay, I know I've been lacking in my uploads lately, and that's literally because I spent the last few days with a giant migraine. Like at one point, I had to turn all my lights off and like in my house and just lay there with a pillow over my face. As you can hear, I've got a bit of a sore throat. The colder weather seems to be screwing with my throat as well. Okay, so triple SA turn 8. Hopefully, I mean, I was hoping they'd have a little bit less health than they do now. They don't have their current AoE and single target resistance buff, so that's great. But I kind of was hoping they'd be at least half HP so we can get the maximum damage out. I'm going to skip these SAs because you've seen them all. Oh, tiles, yep, skip that one too. 1.3 million tops. Elmina's not going to do a lot of damage, I don't think. Yeah, like not a lot, but the combo, I mean, it was, for the most part, it was just trying to give Otal the largest combo that I could and see how it went. Oh man, I'm losing so much damage. I think that is the biggest problem. The fact that I put breastplates on them is what's costing, is what had cost me so much damage there. And I'm really not happy with that. And now, of course, the buff comes into play, and it's going to be like as if I wasn't buffed at all. The problem is, it's like with, unless I have someone that has a 100% SA gauge charge, I can't buff for Parahime on turn 4 and then still do a triple SAE on turn 8 or 9. Okay, we're gonna SA with Otal here and see what we get. Probably is not going to beat my high score, but this was just an experiment. Sorry if you can hear the car outside. Oh my god, Elmina, you ran out of MP, and it's really my fault. I should have been paying attention, but this should really finish it, or this turn should finish it at least. Goblin Slayer, finish it off. Counter. Really? Okay, so basically what you just saw there was the fact that I didn't get any counters meant that I'm now finishing it a turn late. I'm gonna have to basically say that this video, don't wear breastplates. that is really bad. Let's see what score we got. Breastplates really cut me on this one. 13.9 million. Now I know that's not terrible. Let's check the score details, shall we? So battle turn plus 80% for turn 12. So given that if I finished it on turn 10, I'd probably get the 100%, which is how it works if you don't understand. And it's the same thing in 7th zone. You get a higher percentage modifier bonus for finishing it earlier, which is kind of basically screwed me over. So yeah, breastplates have really done me in there. So guys, don't bring breastplates. You want those counters. You want them counters. Anyway, I'm sorry this hasn't turned out the way I wanted it. I'm still going to show it because it's still, you know, it's still an okay score. It's not like an amazing score. As you can probably see. Oh, wait, is this doesn't show? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I thought I was giving away too much information there, but you know, you don't know when I'm recording this. Regardless, oh, cracked my finger, sorry. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that helps you at all, at least learning what you shouldn't be using on your units for this stage. But yeah, make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you're not. Social media links in the description, and as always guys, I love you, and I'll catch you later.
Fire!